Okay, so we all have smartphones, right? Basically, or you can see the laptop from which we view our videos, or you can just scroll around the internet and stuff. For between our in between of our conversation, there is a lot of things which makes a lot of sense. Such as for if you are using the Wi-Fi connectivity, you might be using your mobile data, LTE support, or something like that. But to provide that, you need basically the mobile data or LTE support. You need is the SIM card, and in the time the sim has been passed a lot of ages and the stuff. There are big sims coming in the past, and now it has been revolutionized into a really small nano sims, which most of the flagships, or you can say most of the budget and smartphones also accepted eSIM smartphones. And now we are able to get into a new generation of the eSIM, or you can say the electronic SIM. This is a kind of say the world where each and everything is getting upgraded, and in between of them there is also the SIM cards which has been upgraded. No matter what it is, 4G or 5G, this eSIM is basically inside your smartphone. So most of the flagship digital smartphones are actually having this eSIM. And you might be also having a question in your head: what are these eSIMs? What they can do? What are the benefits of using the eSIM? Can we activate our eSIMs physically or something like that? We're gonna be talking about some of the things which eSIM can do and your physical SIM can't be doing that stuff. This is Captain Diavas, you're watching Chaos and Diavas. Let's talk about what is basically eSIM. So firstly, what is this eSIM? eSIM, or you can say embedded SIM. Embedded SIM is basically type of a SIM card which is easily able to replace your already existing SIM card, or you can say the physical SIM card. These are the SIM cards which is based upon your already existing chipset, and it is embedded upon the top of it. That's why it is known as the embedded SIM. It is a kind of say easily can be used if you wanted to. If you are traveling a lot, then it might be one of the biggest upgrade for you. Basically, you don't need to upgrade your sim card for each and every different countries and cellular. The sim cards which we are already existing and available on our most of the smartphones are basically having a kind of say a actual number, not the number for the conversation and communication, the actual sim card number, which is able to kind of say used for even cloning your actual existing sim card. And this can be no availability, it is directly will be embedded on your actual physical smartphone's processor. How cool is that, right? Apart from that, this eSIM is a virtual SIM, enables a user switch between different mobile carriers, and you don't need to worry about swapping out the different SIMs. This is one of the biggest benefits of the eSIMs. The SIM cards are basically having revolutionized by the time, and the connectivity has also been so revolutionized, and in between of them the SIMs have also been so revolutionized. If you are thinking that the which was the first phone to ever come with the actual eSIM, then you have to go back in the October 2017 when the Google's Pixel 2 was just announced. If you thought that the iPhone was the one, no. iPhone did came up, but Google Pixel 2 was the very first smartphone to have the actual eSIM. How cool is that, right? Of the quick key benefits of this eSIM. This eSIM is a kind of say really small, or you can say it's not even that. This eSIM is having the one of the biggest key features which I kind of say is it can be easily, you don't need actual SIM. Basically, there are a lot of brands who provide the eSIM connectivity and eSIM services. This eSIM is actually based inside your smartphone, so you don't need to carry your actual physical SIM. And if even if sometimes if you are carrying and if it falls out or something like that, if there is a fault and you take out and something goes in between of them, or someone take a snapshot of it or something like that can happen, they can be using it for cloning your actual SIM. And SIM cards, or you can say the phone numbers which are embedded with the SIM card, can be used for a different activity. When it comes to the scamming, or when it comes to kind of say taking all of your money from your bank account, that can be happen. But this eSIM is a kind of a more amount of the security over here. Apart from that, if you are a traveler, or you can say if you are moving around a lot, it gives you a global connectivity. A lot of brands are there who have tried to keep themselves as safe as possible with the eSIM, and they are providing the global connectivity with the help of the eSIMs. But they are completely different and not that much available. But most of the brands have tried to push the eSIM. So if you are traveling a lot, such as if you are traveling into complete Europe, or you can see into a complete European continent, then you might be needing this eSIMs or something like that, because at some of the ranges there might be a different satellite connectivity and different frequencies, or you might be not able to hop on to a actual cellular connectivity which you might be needed. Then this eSIMs might be the one of the easiest versions for you. A lot of brands are there who have been trying to push themselves and making sure that the each and every brand out there push themselves to the eSIM connectivity. When it comes to the Apple iPhones in USA are providing the no more SIMs for their smartphones, which is kind of having its own knowledge and theories and stuff like that. But yeah, it's there to talk about, right? And if you travel around a lot, a global connectivity can be used for this. You don't need to change your SIM card for each and every 30 to 45 minutes of the walk or something like that. I'm talking about the Europe. In 30 to 45 minutes, it is says that you can cover up a border in Europe. So yeah, it's there. Then if you are living in Europe, let us know in the comment section down below. Flexibility, connectivity, and each and everything makes this eSIM one of the biggest upgradability for your actual smartphone. You are amazed that the eSIM is having this much capabilities, this much abilities and stuff like that, then you might be thinking that if it is available in that much quantity, then can we upgrade it? See, there are some minimal requirements for your smartphone to have the actual eSIM support. Firstly, the phone actually needs to have a eSIM. The eSIM is not something like that which if the update has been pushed, you will be able to get the eSIM. No, it's not something like that. The eSIM is actually integrated with the IMEI numbers and stuff like that. It is a lot of deep into the knowledge, which numbers makes a lot of sense in that knowledge, but I won't be talking about that. If your phone has a dual SIM and stuff like that, then it gives you a lot of different info for a different IMEI number and stuff like that. And when it comes to the eSIM, when it go into the settings and about and stuff like that, you might be able to find out that it is actually having the eSIM. Most of the flagship, or you can say the mid-range based smartphones, are actually having the single, or you can say the dual eSIMs. So if your phone doesn't support it, that it's up to you. And most of the carriers also don't have a support for the eSIMs. A lot of brands are there who haven't upgraded their technology at that much peak that they can use eSIM, or you can see this embedded SIM for your smartphone. So you can't get it on most of the devices. So it kind of having its own drawbacks and stuff like that. And you have to keep upgrading and stuff like that for some of the brands, regions and stuff like that. Such as recharges are there, so plans are expensive in some of the smartphone carrier brands and stuff like that. Apart from that, there is a kind of activation and stuff, something like that, which needs to be generated for the embedded SIM. You can't go into a shop of carriers and stuff like that. Please go ahead and put a eSIM in something like that. You need to activate it, then you will be able to use, because there are a lot of smartphones who comes with the carrier locked, and this eSIM plays a kind of a good role in carrier locking the actual eSIM, which makes a lot of sense for some of the smartphone carrier brands in USA, such as Verizon, AT&T, etc. So you might be thinking that after the eSIMs has been optimized on a lot of things are there, it's the end of the SIM card and stuff like that, because there are a lot of brands who will be pushing themselves into the space market and will be providing the free internet access. See, free internet access can be into the future and stuff like that, the brands will be able to provide it somewhat like that. But this SIM cards will be there. SIM card plays a lot of crucial role for creating your actual IDs of paying methods and different accesses onto your home kit and stuff like that. It should be there. A limited amount of things are that, which makes a lot of sense for the your actual phone number, and it makes a lot of sense for your daily life to life access too. So it will be making a lot of sense. And might be thinking that the eSIMs is the end. Now SIM cards won't be getting a lot of upgradability and stuff like that. See, we don't know the future, right? We don't know the future basically, but at the end of the day, we weren't even knowing that the SIMs will be optimizing this much, or you can see this much amount, that it will be kind of physically disappearing and physically not touchable now if your phone has a eSIM. So we have to wait a lot, because the SIM cards are basically a bit of a sensitive type of stuff, but it is having a lot of information of yours. It doesn't store a lot of information, but it has a lot of information. Anyways, this was Captain Diaras. You were watching Chaos and Diaras, and if you gain some knowledge on something like that, then let us know, or let us know by liking this video. For more amazing content like this, then make sure to press the bell icon. It's free. And if you have any opinions or something which has been benefited to you personally with the help of the eSIM, then let us know in the comment section down below. This was again Captain Diaras. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe, stay connected. Peace out.